Good morning, good morning. It is Saturday morning for you, but I'm filming this ahead of time because my husband just asked me if I wanted to go somewhere this weekend, just up to the mountains. I'm like, sure. Have clean underwear, will travel. So I'm like, well, I don't want to leave you guys hanging because, that would be just horrible for you not to have me for a whole day or 2 days. So today, for Saturday, it's going to be the back of this accordion file. And my next culprit, if you hadn't already figured that out, if you know me and have been around here long enough, you know that I'm a huge fan of Jasper Johns. Yes. Oops, I can't let you see my other names. Because, for many reasons. I'm not so sure if I'm totally in love with his work. I think it's inventive and different. But he used to live in South Carolina. So, he has my vote. He was from Augusta, Georgia, which North Augusta is in South Carolina, and Augusta is in Georgia. Separated only by the golf course where the Masters is played, which is in South Carolina. And now this is going to be the next page, which has a hole in it. That's going to be interesting. Okay. That's neither here nor there for right now. But how I'm going to do this, I think, is take a colorful background. Maybe this. Can I fit this on here? No. I need a bigger. Okay, never mind. We're going to get a roll of paper. No, I want to use. Let's see. Okay. This might work. This is just a bunch of paper that I painted. I think this was at the beach. I think it's a paper bag, actually. But it is a paper bag. I just had a lot of extra paint. So I painted on this paper bag. And now I'm going to use it. So something that I had in March or February. Oh yeah, because I remember I cut out the pink circles and glued them in holes. So I have this huge colorful background. And I think I'm going to do this because I don't want to cover up. I put John's on this tab like I did K-Facet on the back. All right, I'm going to glue that down. But before I do that, okay, hold on. This is going to be my background. This is going to be kind of, because they're from the same era, and they both did New York. I think Jasper Johns is still in New York, although he hasn't contacted me in a while. I'm going to make the background Jasper Johns and the Rex Ray part, which I think these two guys would like each other too. Just out of respect for art. Rex Ray and Jasper Johns. I think. I don't know how possessive of their opinions or their critique or their work that they wouldn't allow each other to influence each other. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. They haven't talked to me lately about their opinions of each other. But I think, I would hope that all of these artists and either historical people would respect each other's craft enough to listen to how they do it, their technique, especially like with Rex Ray. His technique is so different. I feel that they would be interested in how he does it. And Jasper Johns may, I'm not sure, be of a lithograph type where he might be interested in how Rex Ray makes his layers and then cuts away the flowers. That might interest him. Okay, so but now what I'm going to do is take a black marker and I think I'm going to do this because he has a very famous painting that's just the alphabet. Not exactly these colors, but this is just going to be our background. I can't talk and do my ABCs at the same time. Okay, now I'm going to put something over it. So we have our background, but it needs to be super contrasting. Ooh. Some of these, ooh. That would work. There's a lot of oranges and reds and yellows in here. And they're already painted. So I might just cut out these. This was completely done way before I found Rex Ray. Truthfully. I just kind of repeated a pattern. In fact, underneath this was done on Procreate, except for the white part. I think the white part was done with tempera paint sticks. Underneath this, I see some of my quilts that I did in Missouri in March. So you never know. You never know where this stuff is going to end up. And I like the white tempera paint stick on the outside like this. I think these were some of the papers that I had and I didn't know what to do with them, so I just made another layer of color on top. And I'm going with the shape that's there. I really need a lot more yellow and orange to contrast it well. So I might add some more stuff on top of this. Again, just constantly adding stuff. Constant. All right, let's see. I might go with the markers. No, the yellow's not bright enough. And I might use 2 different shades of orange. But let's put something here so I don't mess this up. I just had a piece of deli paper. Where'd it go? Okay. And they don't have to have much going on here at all, because there's already those colors in there, but I just want to make them a little bit more pronounced. And this one has some blue that we want to like kind of get rid of. That one's got a lot. This one's got some brown. That one's got a little bit of black. Now I'm going to take the white and maybe highlight the edges even more. just to make it a little bit brighter. And I feel like these are still Rex Roy flowers and shapes with a little bit of Jasper Johns thrown in. Can you tell this one's well loved? Yellow. Everything of my yellow is like that. Anything that's yellow is coated. Now, I want to add a little bit of black in these because there is a little bit here. And I now have a little bit of water right here. So I might add a tiny little bit of black. Ooh, that might be too much, but oh well, too late now. Okay. Okay, it would be good if I didn't go across the folds. This one's small. You know what? And then I'm going to add stems. Kind of like this pink showing though. I might put that bright pink in these guys too, so it kind of... Okay, let me glue these down first before you do anything, lady. Okay, I don't have... The black is not completely dry yet. Those markers, Artex markers, not sponsored. I have used those a lot. I probably could have used the white one. I just keep forgetting that the white works pretty darn good for white. I don't have a lot of luck with Posca white or other whites, but this white works pretty good. Okay. I think I'm going to put a little bit of pink, but I don't have a white, a pink Artex marker, but I have a pink Stabilo, not Stabilo, Tempera paint sticks. That's really effective. But it may not show up on here actually a lot, because there's so much other stuff going on. I wonder if I could go into the white a little bit. Oh, it shows up. I don't hate it. Oh, I was going to show you. Okay, hold on. I have Jasper Johns' book right here. I pulled it out from my library. This was a book that I got, at the Strand in New York. Oh, I want to go there. I want to go visit New York. Okay. Let's do this so we don't get our book goopy. This is a painting. Born in 1930. Ooh, he's 95. Augusta, Georgia, and raised by relatives in a small town in South Carolina. How about Lake Murray? He went to the University of South Carolina and studied art for 3 terms before going for the first time to New York City, and he briefly renewed his study of art at the Parsons School of Design in New York. A Jasper monument in Savannah. I did not know that. But see, now, this is a very famous one. I could not bring myself to do these right now because mine would probably look like this right now. But these are 3D. There's like wood, like some of the stuff that Basquiat did, where there's pieces of wood and there's some kind of carving of faces in there. And there's hinges right there. Targets, there's body parts. I don't understand the target with plaster cats. casts, not cats, casts. But I was going to see, okay, yeah. This is, and it's called Map. But that's a good color combo for him right there. This is another map. Oh, this is numbers in color. This is Map. Pay attention. But I love this. This is the map of the United States. And guess what? That is the Gulf of Mexico. And that is Canada. But he's done the same thing. And this is False Start. But it's a whole bunch of different colors. Red, orange, red, blue. He just did things. And then he did a black and white version of that. He's used a lot of the same colors over and over again. This is a Mark Rathko. That's some weird stuff. Flashlight and Plaster, 1958. In the 1960s, John's art took a decidedly melancholic turn. His canvases dark in palette and morbid in theme. Ooh. Reduce. Oh, red, yellow, and blue. He's used a lot of, I mean, wow, that's pretty. This is called Diver. But anyhow, I love this. That's the map, and then he's cut it all out. That's a world map. Red, yellow, blue. Red, yellow, blue. I've seen some stuff like this, I think at the Metropolitan, or maybe MoMA. One of them has something like this. Oh, these guys too. These lines. These are I've seen these in MoMA. Museum of Modern Art, New York. This one. Oh, this is in the collection of David Geffen, famous music guy. But he has a theme and he uses it over and over and over again. I mean, those are the same colors. Same colors. But he does go out there to say typeface. Anyhow, he's still hanging out there. I don't know of anything most recent. In 2011, he receives a Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor granted to a citizen of the United States from President Barack Obama. When was this book done? Probably around that time. I just think he's interesting in a way I can't explain or understand. Maybe that's the thing. Whoa. I'm going to get off my camera. We either had a transformer blow or a gunshot right outside our house. Bye. Okay, I did want to leave y'all hanging because that was weird. Really weird. I say it was lightning at the top of our driveway, at the top of the hill. Our neighbor doesn't know what it was, and he was a gun expert in the Army. The next door neighbors have a rental in there, because that's an Airbnb, much to our dismay. And they didn't even hear it. They were playing with, they have little kids, they were playing, they didn't hear it. The people next door to them have two little boys. And this was like 7 o'clock last night, 6:30, 6 o'clock maybe, 6 o'clock maybe. They are not home, because he often has fireworks. I thought, well, maybe it's a firework. It sounded like a propane tank blew up. I'm like, nobody's saying our barbecue's on fire, call the fire department or whatever. The man next door could not explain it. My husband was on the front porch. He saw the flash. I saw the flash. We both heard the bang. And the flash and the bang were milliseconds between each other. It was so weird. So weird. We do not know what it was. I think it was lightning because it started raining right after that. Very lightly, though, and only for a few minutes. But there was no thunder. I'm like, sometimes we've been to football stadiums where they evacuate us because there's lightning, a 1.5 miles away. Now you know why. Because sometimes you don't know when it's going to hit. It was weird. It was weird. I got a couple more things in the mail, perhaps. Look at this bag. Yeah. These are Russian or Eastern European for sure. Train tickets. Japanese or Chinese book pages. I think there's 10 in here. Okay, here's where it is. Oh, and the cute little postcard. It came from bundleofvintage.etsy.com. Bundleofvintage.etsy.com. Ukrainian bus transport tickets. Right there, that's amazing. 14 Japanese dictionary book pages. Maybe I should read you things before I talk. And 10 vintage 1940s ledger sheet bundle. Glass glow expense sheets. Journals, notebook, embellishment tags, blah, blah, blah. This is an old book cover. This was all used to keep it from getting bent in the mail. These are originals. These are not printables or photocopies. My other ones that I got the other day are originals also. Let me get in here. 1943. These are older than my husband's. It looks like it's all in pencil, most of it. Disbursements brought forward. Oh, God, I remember this from accounting in high school 100 million years ago. Postage, advertising, printing, raw materials, express, material and supplies. Material and supplies, 45 cents. Oh. Disbursements, calendars. Claude Sparks, Union, South Carolina. Oh, my God. Suffolk, Virginia. Rochester, New York. Hamilton, Ohio, Freeport, Pennsylvania, Bardstown, Kentucky, Petersburg, Virginia. The dog's in the shower. In case we are going away just Saturday night. But he's going to come with us. A glass glow, I'm assuming that was some kind of like, it could have been light bulbs or cleaning solutions, because underneath that it says Mrs. Bulb Bright. Oh, that was for the whole month of December. Their expenses were $64.23 plus $1.34 in stamps. That buys one stamp now. This is disbursements. This is receipts. Blank page. Inventory. This is so cool. Not as good as writing as the other one, but that's okay. And it's in English. But it's the right color of distressed paper. Cool. I told you who it came from. It came from Pennsylvania. So, don't know what the bang was, but I didn't want to leave you hanging. I thought that was, thought it was a gun. We've had some weird stuff here. We've had 80 cartel members arrested by Charleston from a party. There was this crazy thing in Hickory, North Carolina with these kids that shot at each other in a ritzy area, it looks like. It's just been weird. Not to mention the political ramifications right now. Anyhow, Jasper Johns. My favorite. One of my favorite things. And I kind of like how this turned out. Oh, I didn't do the stems, did I? I have to go get the dog out of the shower, so I can't be here too long. And I have an appointment. But I'll be late for my appointment for the sake of my art. You got to sacrifice a lot of things for your art. Love it. Oh, the squeaky chair's back. Or has it never left? Sometimes I don't hear it. Okay, I gotta go rescue the dog from the shower. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye. As I'm editing this, the electric guys are here. It was a transformer that blew. Ivy had grown on the wires and shorted it out. Wow. Thanks for watching. Bye.